Thank you for completing our online booking form. My name is Nora. I'm the head of the Criminal and Traffic Law Department here at Jameson Law. So I can best assist you during our consultation, there are some things I will need to take you through in preparation for that consultation. Here's what to expect during our consultation. We'll be able to listen to your version of events. We'll be able to listen to the allegations that have been laid against you. We'll be able to consider any paperwork that you've received from the police or from the courts or from any other prosecuting authority. We will be able to answer any questions you have about the strength of your case, about the next steps moving forward, the estimated time before your matter is finalised, and the potential outcomes that you can receive once your matter is finalised. We'll be able to take you through the legal process so you're very informed about how your matter will be moving from one court mention to another up until it reaches finality. We'll also be able to advise you on possible defences that you have depending on the instructions that you give us. We'll be able to advise you on the complexity of the case and what your prospects of success are. We'll be able to advise you as to what the best defence is in your case and what steps you need to take to bolster that defence. So for example, by securing really important documents through the issuing of subpoenas or obtaining witness statements or compelling witnesses to attend court on the day of hearing to give evidence in support of your case. All of those things you can expect during the course of our consultation. So what documents do we actually require from you? Well, honestly, the answer is as many documents that you have that are actually relevant to the case. So if you've got a court attendance notice for a criminal matter, that's really important because it sets out the particulars of the allegation that you're facing. It sets out what your first court attendance date is. It sets out the venue that you need to attend and the time that you need to attend. It'll enable us to advise you about the maximum penalties and what sentencing options are available given the charges that have been laid. Your police fact sheet is another document that's really important. So think about a court attendance notice like a broad generalisation of what you've done. For example, assault occasioning actual bodily harm. That'll be included in your court attendance notice. But your fact sheet actually hones in on those particulars. What is it that you've actually been alleged to have done? So what form of assault have you been charged with? What is the nature of the assault? What is the injury that was occasioned? How was it occasioned and against whom? Those are all things we'll only be able to know from your fact sheet. Another important document that we would need is your criminal record. Now that enables us to understand how leniently the court will deal with you. It'll also enable us to understand if there are any community-based orders that will need to be called up as part of the sentencing process. It will help us understand whether a non-conviction is within range and any applicable parole or non-parole periods that could apply to the sentencing exercise. So your criminal record is really important. It's another document we would require you to provide in the course of our consultation. If you've been served with an AVO, we will require those AVO documents so that we can best advise you as to what the conditions of the AVO are, what restrictions have been imposed on you as a result of that AVO, and who the protected persons listed in that AVO are. One of the most common questions we get is, will I be able to avoid a conviction being recorded? There is no straightforward answer to this. We need to actually be able to advise you based on the documents that you have. We need to look at the severity of the charges. We need to look at your criminal record. You might not have one, which is great. It entitles you to a significant degree of leniency. We need to look at the facts that are alleged against you, whether you're in breach of any existing orders, whether there are any aggravating or mitigating factors that could contribute to the sentencing exercise. And then we can give you advice based on all of those factors that would actually be advice you can use moving forward. If you click on the link below, it'll redirect you to an online form that will enable you to upload all your details, all your documents. That way I can read them and consider them before our consultation and give you the best legal advice possible.